Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be having a look at a compilation of relatable school TikToks. Let's see if I can relate to any of them.
Sorry, I can see you guys are doing your destiny. We're just about to do ours, but are you guys?
I mean, that is true. Literally every single teacher does that. If this hasn't happened to you in school, then you haven't been to school. I will never understand why they do that. Like, it would be so much better if they just walked into the class and were like, hello, I need help. Like, they literally speak so quietly, but you can still hear them. I feel like if I was a teacher, I'd definitely do something like that.
Guys, stop fighting, please. Jason, look. This isn't you, okay? This isn't the you that we all know and love, Jason. You're better than this, okay? Don't listen to what Stinky Drew has to say. He's trying to get you mad. But I know you better than this, okay? So take some deep breaths with me. Calm down.
I can't stand people like that because they literally sound so horny. There's definitely a young substitute teacher in every school that's like that, and I can name a few off my head from my old school. I went to an all boys school and nobody was like that. I'm sorry, but if somebody acted like that, they'd get beaten up. That definitely happens in like a mixed school where it's got boys and girls, because it certainly doesn't happen in a boys school. How parents think we're gonna wake up for online school. Wait, why is he getting changed? Just do it in your pajamas. I never went to online school, and do you want to know something? I'm so happy I didn't. I just couldn't imagine getting up and getting changed. If you done online school, let me know. Does this actually happen? Like, do you actually have to get up, get changed, brush your teeth, etc.? I swear if it was just me, I'd literally wake up, go on to the class, and then go back to bed.
What's the longest river in the world? What's the longest river in the world?
Oh, I'm sorry, but this is just so real and it really irritates me. I'm sorry, but so many teachers were like that during tests. You kind of ask them, oh, can you help me? And they try to help you, but they don't help you. They literally repeat the question to you in a different way and they expect you to know the answer. It's like if I knew the answer, I'd literally write it down.
It's asking what year the Louisiana Purchase was. What year? What's the largest and deepest ocean? What's an ocean? Now, which one is the largest and deepest? Think about that. Which one do you think it is? Try it out.
They always do that, and they've always got their coffee in their hand as well. They'll literally walk up to you, tap you on the shoulder, and speak to you really quietly. It's like, stop whispering in my ear and tell me the answer. Okay, this is true. They literally lick their fingers so much, like, stop licking your fingers. This is like what they used to do. You can't do this anymore because of COVID. I just couldn't imagine a teacher licking their fingers and handing me a piece of paper. I'm sorry, I'd much rather lick a toilet seat than take a piece of paper off them after they've licked it. I've tried that before, and it really doesn't make a difference. Like, I used to think if you lick your finger, you should be able to pull the piece of paper up really easily. It's the opposite of that. It doesn't work.
You need help? What's up? Which question do you need help with? What? Oh, woman, let me come and sit next to you.
I mean, it's true.
Which question is it? What are you doing on the floor? Get up, come on. No, you can share the chair with me. There's enough room, you don't have to stand.
My teachers didn't have big boobs, but they used to put their bums in your face. There's something up with teachers, like they're literally all so fake. They've got big booties. I remember I'd be sat in class and they'd literally bend over the table and their bum would be in my face. Why you do that? Like, I literally turn around and there'd be a big bum there. It's gonna give me PTSD.
Johnson officially hasn't been in class for 10 minutes now. Do you know, if the teacher doesn't show up for the first 15 minutes of class, we're legally allowed to leave? Like, class is legally canceled, like it's law.
The funny thing is, I used to tell everyone that in my class. I don't know where that rumor started or if it's actually true, but can you leave school legally if your teacher doesn't turn up? There'd be so many times where the teacher was so late and like we'd love it. We'd just be stood there enjoying life. I want to know who made up the lie saying that you could leave school, because we'd be stood there counting down the 10-minute timer until we could leave. If we actually tried to leave, I wonder what would happen. What are they gonna do? Put us in detention?
You guys! Miss Smith is waiting on us. She is waiting for you guys to be quiet.
The pick-me kid always acts like that, like it's always the teacher's pet. I've always noticed that people act like that literally have no friends. Like, that would have been me in school, but I wasn't that annoying. I'm sorry, but whenever people do that shh thing, it actually makes me cringe. First of all, it's the noise, and second of all, it's the fact that so much spit comes out of their mouth. Why are you slobbering everywhere?
Guys, is this room 206? Okay, just checking.
And there's the big booty. They always have big bums.
Boys and girls, I'm gonna be your sub for today. My name is Mrs. Goldberg. Your teacher, she is sick. I apologize. I was late. I was actually on the 3rd floor. I didn't know you guys have like 5 floors here.
I always feel bad for substitute teachers because they don't know how the class is, and the class always pushes their buttons. Whenever we'd have a substitute teacher, we'd always try to make them cry. Looking back at it now, it was actually quite mean, but it was so funny at the time. And they always get lost. Like, it literally looks like they've just got sucked out of a tornado. And yet again, they're always super thick. Like, what is up with teachers and having big bums?
Do I smell perfume? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all know that scents of any kind are strictly forbidden inside of this fine establishment.
Is there actually schools that ban perfume? Literally all the teachers in my school used to wear perfume. Is that actually a rule in some schools? That seems very, like, strict. I can't imagine not going to school without deodorant on.
Alright, there are students who are severely allergic to these rancid smells.
Oh, they're always allergic, aren't they?
Who's the person wearing perfume? No one's owning up? Well, darn, would you like me to morph into an airport security dog and go around sniffing all of your bags until I find a culprit? I have time. I'll wait.
I'm telling you, some teachers really do have that nerve. Whenever they're having a go at you, they always bring the most irrelevant things in. For example, that teacher was pretending to turn into like an airport security dog. Where did that come from? Like, why do you need to tell us that? It's kind of weird to think that your teachers literally have their own lives like they used to be in school once. Somebody watching this video could turn into a teacher.
Okay, kids, did everybody make it to their seat okay? Maggie, you good? Alright then, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. First of all, welcome and congratulations on making it to the 5th grade. My name is Miss Klein.
Oh my god, that's an American video. I don't understand the American school system. In the UK, we've got like P1, P2, P3, P4. Northern Ireland is slightly different to England. In Northern Ireland, year 10 is year 11 in England. It's so confusing, but what confuses me more is the American school system. In America, they've got like grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, and then like sophomore, junior high, like all these things. It sounds like a word search to me. If you know the American school system, please comment down below how old somebody is in each grade. Because whenever people are telling me stories, they're always like, oh, this happened in the 5th grade. And like, I don't know how old they are in the 5th grade. They could either be 4 or 40. Me raising my hand to ask the teacher something, the teacher. This has happened to me a few times. Teachers always tell you if you've got a question, put your hand up. I would literally always do that and they just ignore you. It's basically their way of saying I don't want to speak to you. I kind of feel bad for that kid because that literally happened to me so many times. I'm not gonna lie, some teachers are rude. I think the people in my school need to be reminded that clothing is meant to be worn more than once. So if I ever wear the same outfit I did last week, shut up. That's obviously an American thing because in the UK we've got uniforms. Say whatever you want to say about the uniforms, but it's actually quite good that we have that system. In America, you basically wear your own clothes and every single day you're meant to like wear a new outfit. I honestly would hate that and I'm so happy we don't have that in the UK. Imagine if somebody really poor barely has any clothes and they have to wear the same outfit every single day. People are gonna have a go with them. So that's why I think in America they should definitely bring uniforms into schools. It would help out so much. Like, you literally wear the same outfit and it's so much easier to tell if somebody's in that school. In my school, everyone would wear the same uniform and then other schools would have different uniforms, so you can tell the difference between all of them. I mean, it just sounds like a good idea to me. After school naps be like 4:30. Goes to sleep and wakes up at 1:15 a.m. That's relatable for school naps, but also naps in general. I usually pull a lot of all-nighters, it's so bad, and I'll go to sleep around about 2 p.m. And I'll be thinking in my head, right, okay, I'm gonna fall asleep for around about an hour, and then I'll get up again and go to sleep, like, later on. I will literally fall asleep until 8 p.m. or like 1, and then I'm wide awake at 1 a.m. and my sleeping schedule isn't fixed. Taking naps is so sketchy, like, you don't know if you're gonna wake up in an hour or 10 hours. And the majority of the time I wake up after 10 hours.
Miss Long.
Hey, girl.
Shut up. Are those the new Nikes? Brian and
Miss
I
Long.
went to that new taco place last night. What?
Can I use the restroom?
What am I, your mom? Sarah, great job at the pep rally yesterday.
Thanks.
She's so good.
I don't know if that's a TikTok hating in that type of a teacher, but I love that type of a teacher. If you've got a teacher you can sit down, have a chit chat with and gossip with, it's the best type of teacher. During my lunchtime, I used to go to like an English literature thing. I can't even pronounce that word. But basically the woman who used to run it was so sweet. I miss her, I can't remember her name. That's actually quite bad, like I should remember her name. But she was so sweet because we literally sit down and just have a chit chat like it was the best thing ever. Whenever you leave school, you'll literally miss them types of teachers so much. Like, you'll really take them for for granted. Virtual teachers, after they say, I'm just gonna share my screen. Okay, so I can't relate to this one because I didn't do online school, but I can relate to this in class. You would either have a teacher who was really good whenever it came to technology or a teacher that was really bad. It was always the old ones that were so bad, like they didn't know how to put a PowerPoint together. They didn't know how to put their screen up in the big board. That was literally old teachers in class.
That's where you would put the footnote, okay? Excuse you. Please exit the room and then re-enter when I give you permission.
Oh, the
to enter.
PTSD I have.
Okay, go on then. Yes, you may come in. Before you speak, you do not just interrupt a year 12 lesson like that. What year are you in? Year 7. Okay, so you're a grown-up now, okay? Mr. Smith needs a computer charger. All right. Would you please pass on to Mr. Smith a message for me, honey? Could you tell Mr. Smith that if he needs a computer charger, he should think about remembering his own before interrupting another teacher's lesson?
The teachers actually say that, like, I'd usually just get told off for being rude. Whenever you're a young child, sometimes you forget about manners. I remember there was one time I was in class, I can't remember what class or who it was about, but basically somebody who I was in class with had a younger brother who had to give him a message, basically get him out of class. The kid literally opened the door the tiniest bit and like started speaking to him really quietly. Our teacher seen him and was like, oh my god, what is going on? Do not do that. If you want to speak, knock on the door. And they basically made him walk out, wait a couple of minutes and then knock on the door again. That is one way to give a kid PTSD. Anyways guys, that was some relatable school TikToks. If you enjoyed this video, press that big red subscribe button. I post a new video every single day on this channel and I post 2 videos a day at the weekend. Thanks so much for watching this point if you haven't already, and yes, I'll see you all in my next video.